Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, May May. How are you, love? Thank you for coming through. Welcome to Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts, y'all. I'm Astute Queen Bee, and this is my channel. We are considered the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. I wanted to say good morning to everybody. Hey, beautiful Shalom. I caught you live right as you was ending, sis. I came to say hello and to give a little explanation of something. It ain't nothing bad, y'all, so don't get upset. But again, welcome to Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts. I'm Astute Queen Bee. This is my channel. We are the Royal Gladiators over here. We never give up and we never give in. Hey, now later, Mango. How you doing, sis? Girl, I was like, oh, Lord, dagnabbit, she gonna leave now. But anywho, I wanted to apologize first and foremost because we've been trying to get this conversation back on track about side chicks and mistresses, as well as we're going to still have our conversation about, I'm messing with the wrong thing, about menopause, because I found out that men suffer menopause, and that's one thing I did not know. So I'm waiting for Brother Eagles to get ready, and when he's ready, we'll be doing it. So I wanted to let y'all know the reason why I had to push back. I was supposed to do it today and continue the conversation, but something came up and I'm not going to be able to do it later on today. So I said, let me pop up here and apologize in advance, because when I feel like I need to apologize, I will apologize. And I want to apologize for that because I know people wanted to have that conversation, and we're still going to have that conversation because it's very, very important. And I don't want people to think, oh, she just started the conversation, just left us hanging. No, I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. I just know that today I won't be able to do it because of a family situation I have to deal with. Hey, Designs of the Core, how are you, beautiful? Hope everything is well. Y'all, it's Friday. It is Friday. It got here so fast. I blinked and it was Friday, but I guess because I was tired. And I know a lot of people heard it in my voice, so sorry about that the other day, because I can't say I'm a perfectionist, but I like when I do something, I want it to come out right. I want it to come out right, and I don't want it to come out wrong. And I was informed by my peoples, and they told me that I sounded a little harsh the other day. That's because I was frustrated when my laptop was messing up. I'm okay. I'm okay, sis. Oh, really? That's cute. That's cute. But yeah, I like things to be in a certain way. I can't help it. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I like when I put my stuff together that it makes sense. And a lot of people saying I sounded frustrated. And like I said, when I get nervous, and it's not because I was nervous doing the uh-oh. 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 Okay. But yeah, I really want to finish that conversation, but I just can't do it today. But I wanted to come and say hello and to apologize if I sounded harsh the other day to anybody. My apologies, because that was not it. It's just that when things are not going the way I need them to go, I get a little frustrated. I wasn't frustrated at everybody else, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all that asked me what was wrong or thought something was wrong. But it's nothing that was wrong. I was just a little frustrated because I had it in my head the way I wanted it to go, and it was not going the way I wanted it to go. So that was my issue. But like I said, I wanted to apologize for not finishing this conversation sooner. Hey, sis. Somebody put some rolling eyes in the chat for me, please. I wasn't going to say that. You so hard-headed. Your ass supposed to be resting, not harassing me. She's so hard. She's so hard-headed. Oh my God. She's so stubborn and hard-headed. I can't stand her. But I love her to death. And y'all pray, keep my sister in y'all prayers. Since she done told on herself, I'm not doing that live without my sis. I just can't do it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I know. But this wasn't the time. This wasn't the time. I know you always got my back, sis. Trust me, I know. But that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So that's why I'm not doing that live today, later on. Plus we're having a I can't do it tomorrow either because my cousin turned 87 in April, but her daughter was unable to throw a party for her because she had to go out of the country for work or whatever. So she's having a party for her tomorrow. So I'm going to celebrate my oldest cousin. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But we're having her birthday party tomorrow, and I'm going to focus on her party for tomorrow. If I pop up, it might be sometime late tomorrow, out of nowhere. So just a friendly reminder, I might. I'm still working on some stuff because I have to figure out the rest of this YouTube stuff. Because most of it you can't try it or check it until you get monetized. So most of my stuff is already together, but some of it's not. So I'm still working on that. But I just wanted to say good morning to y'all. Pray that y'all having a blessed morning. Put some praying hands in the chat, please, for my sister. I would appreciate that very much. And drop some crowns and purple hearts in the chat for yourselves. Hey, Justin T, please. What's up, sis? How you doing? How you doing today? I know it's not Temperature Tuesday and none of that, but I'm still going to ask y'all how y'all doing. Okay? Because that's important to me. Okay? That is important to me. Y'all well-being and all that. Oh, my God. Well, I'm definitely sending prayers out to him. And y'all done made your auntie sick. Girl, how you going to make your auntie sick? No, I'm kidding. Y'all going to make the baby done made the auntie sick? Yeah, so that was my thing. I didn't want to leave nobody hanging. I don't want y'all to think, oh, she forgot. No, I didn't forget. I'm always on it in my mind. And I write a lot of the stuff down. Okay, sis, go relax. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Hey, Sheree, hell, how you doing, love? But yes, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And again, you can take the time to become an official Royal Gladiator, okay? And join the membership. But if you want to wait until I'm all the way in there, okay, sis, love you. Saying my prayers as always. Go handle your handle. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Sheree. 8. That's good to hear. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody was good. Y'all was enjoying y'all's Friday. I know y'all was ready to get this day started. I hope y'all thank God this morning for waking you up because he did it and he didn't have to do it. And I always hope and pray that y'all thank God for just the breath that you are able to breathe. Okay? Because that's a hard thing. Because damn it, my nose is still clogged up. And it's only one nostril. But I can breathe. I can breathe. But like I said, I wanted to come say good morning, see how everybody was doing. Let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all enjoying the affirmations for the fellas? Because I told y'all I was gonna not leave my guy. Can't leave the kings out no more. Because the kings are coming around and I appreciate them very much. If you're catching this on the replay, leave a comment down below. Give me a minute and I will respond. I have some to respond to today that was posted yesterday and some this morning. So thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all so much for trusting me with your listening ear and a little visual. Okay. I'm still debating on if I'm going to be running around sharing videos. I don't know. just yet. I'm checking. But if I do, it'll be something that's important. And again, when I holler at Nikki News and see if I can use one of her videos, because I don't want to mess with nobody else's stuff that don't want nobody to touch their stuff. So I wanted to do that. And today, it's a must. It's prayer day, okay? It's a prayer day for me. Romans 4, 2. Good eating. I know that's right. Hey, CDW, how you doing, love? Welcome to the chat. Hope everything is well with you. But I want to say this prayer for all my sisters. And my brothers can hold on to it too, okay? Because like I said, and I've been saying, people are going through a lot. You don't know what nobody's going through in life. You just know who you talk to through the chats. You never know. So I want to read this for y'all because y'all sisters need it just as much as I do. Hold on for a second. Play this real quick again. Matter of fact, hold on while I give this prayer.
You. Yeah, I'm talking to you about it on page about this video. Stop stressing about that situation. God is already turning it around in your favor. He's already working it out for you. God heard your tears. He's seen your heart. He know what your heart desires. Sometimes we hold on to past trauma. Sometimes we hold on to past hurt. And that hinder us from loving a person. That hinder us from loving somebody that genuinely want to love and care for us. But I speak peace over your life. I speak understanding over your life, because sometimes we be so caught up with our feelings and emotions to the point that we don't want to let go, because we feel like, is this person going to do the same thing as the last person, or is they going to leave? Let me tell you something. When God sends something in your life, you don't have to second guess it. It don't come in confusement. It don't come in hurt. It don't come in pain. It don't come in none of that. It come in clarity. And what I mean by clarity, baby, God will show you dreams. God will show you visions. God will show you that this who I sent for you. This who I sent in your life. Out of everything you endured, I was keeping this valuable jewel for you, because it was meant for you. So get in position. Stay in position, stay in prayer, and know that God loves you.
All right, y'all. Let me say this. This is a prayer promises for women. It says, blessing. Surely, Lord, you bless those who do what is right. Like a shield, your loving care keeps them safe. That's Psalms 5 and 12. But what I want to say is, God, how much fun you must have dreaming up blessings to rain down on your children. Your affection for me is not subject to my behavior towards you. You continue to fix your thoughts on me when I selfishly ignore your blessings. Help me to see all that you have blessed me with today. So again, ask God for some blessings in your life today. I ask God to touch each and every one of y'all from the top of your head to your bottom of your feet. I ask God to keep your whole entire families covered. I ask that God blesses you in abundance. I ask that if you are going through anything, that God will give you peace while you are going through your storm. I know it's hard. Been there, done that. I go through my storms a lot as well. But know that as long as you keep your eyes on God, God got you. If you change your course, He will change His course. People think that's not true, but it is. Because God sometimes gets tired of us playing in His face and asking for for blessings, and we get the blessing from him, and then all of a sudden we act like it didn't stand. So be mindful when you go to God and ask God for something. Make sure you're ready to walk away from a situation, get rid of a situation, to fix something in your life. Make sure you are taking your time to be honest with yourself first and foremost. Because God already knows. Okay? God already knows when you're lying, when you're cheating, when you're stealing, when you're getting over, when you're using people. God knows all those things. They will, like they always say, what's done in the dark will come to the light. That is one of the reasons why I made this graphic. This graphic is so old. It is from 2014 or 2004. I can't see the numbers. But yes, I stand in my own royal light. We can't stand in nobody else's light. We can't stand in nobody else's shoes. We can imagine ourselves in somebody else's shoes, but we cannot walk in their shoes. Your shoes are meant to fit your feet. Your journey and your path is meant for you. It's not meant for anybody else. So don't allow anything or anybody stop you from what you want in life. Because life is too precious to be wasted on silliness and childish stuff and confrontation constantly. The world is in an uproar as it is. We need some peace around. And that's what I tried to put. Let me see. Stop putting God in a box. Yeah, because God don't fit in no box. Can't never put God in a box. Ever. Because God made the box. Okay? So he can't be put into it. So make sure you take your time every day. And I even tell my son to this day. Every morning before your feet touch that ground, you thank God for waking you up this morning because he didn't have to do it. And I take that to heart. I take that to heart because, like I said, I've been through a situation I thought I was not going to wake up from. So I keep God in the forefront of my mind and in the back of my mind, because sometimes I be wanting to act up, but I refuse to act up because I know God is not going to bless no mess. Let's see what Designs and Decor has to say. I've been getting into the algorithm since I turned 50, almost 14 years ago. God gave me breath and healthy soul, so I wait. Exactly, Designs and Decor. Exactly. It when you get to your, especially in your 50s, when you get to your 50, when that big 50 hit, things start to look a little different in life. I know it did to me. Because you realize, yo, I ain't no young chicken. I ain't no spring chicken no more. So, okay, I got to move a little differently. Again, that's me. I have learned so much I learned more. Hey, Mama Bees, how you doing, love? I have learned more in my 50s, and I ain't gonna lie. I learned more in my 50s than I did as a young child, and that's terrible. He was 48. Child. I have learned a lot of life lessons. I learned who I can trust, who I can't trust. I have learned what to accept and what not to accept. Because see, I'm me, myself, a Stu Queen Bee. I am a lover of love. So I love to see people happy. I love to see people in love. I love to see enjoying themselves. But my friends, I had friends tell me, it's like, well, what about you? What about you? What you want for you? I said, it's a lot I want for me. I said, but you know what? I understand that's part of my mother. That's what my mother used to do. My mother took care of everybody else's needs and worried about everybody else's needs but her own. But now, at the age of 56, I'm not doing that no more. I have learned not to put everybody before me. And I think that's a good thing. Don't get it twisted. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to shine. I want everybody to be the best version of themselves. Exactly. And a lot of people don't. Now that I have always known. Because I used to laugh. Because the only thing I heard when it came to intimacy, you take it too far, you get a baby. That's what I was always told. So don't do it. So I stayed away. So, but I was always told, I always understood that my body was my temple. And I understood that it's my choice who I decide to share it with. It's my choice who I choose to share it with. But I'm just not sharing it with any old clown. Why? Because some women are this way and some women aren't. And there's even some men. Their heart, and it's gonna sound a little weird, y'all. So I don't mean disrespect at all. So please don't take it as none. But some people's hearts and the genitalia are connected. So to me, are connected. So sometimes you can't just mess around with any old body because your heart is attached to it. Your heart is what gives you those flutters and all that. But you can't share your body with everybody. You can't share your temple with everybody because everybody don't deserve it. Some think they deserve it, but they don't deserve it. And I know y'all is like, wait a minute, why is a student up here early in the morning talking? I'm talking because there's just so much out in this world that I don't understand that adults do. Grown adults, older than me, that they do that is wrong. And they know it's wrong. Thank God for you. Amen. Yes, May May. God bless you. Y'all drop some purple hearts and crowns in the chat for May May. So 26 years, you go, girl. Hey, V Jackson, how you doing, love? Friday morning blessings to you, sis. People-based relationships on how good the yep, nothing in between. Exactly. See, people got to get up in the person's head first. Because if you can't massage me mentally, you can't massage me physically. That's just me. I just don't want nobody that's just there to be there. Because hell, I could do bad by myself. Don't nobody need no man and go and things is bad. You feel me? Like don't nobody need that in their life. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong thing. But yeah, nobody should be able to know you and your body better than you. Not a man, not a woman. I don't care who you date. Nobody. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. That is your body and that's your temple. You decide who you to share it with. But be careful of who you share it with. Just like we all had to learn. Some of us older ladies learned when you have kids, be mindful of who you pick to have kids with. Because some of these people are crazy and it rubs off on your children. Okay? Like I said before to somebody, I said people will get online and they will investigate people's lives on TV shows and stuff like that. Investigate the people you date. Chess. I never had learned how to play the game chess, but I move in my life almost like a chess game, if that makes sense to you. I don't, what they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I learned not to do that. Exactly. I don't understand why people don't. And then when they find out, it's like, oh, damn. But yeah, it's like, oh, damn, because you didn't do your work. You didn't do your homework. When you start dating somebody, there are 3 basic things you should know. If he got kids, if he been married, if he had any STDs or anything, those are the main things you need to know. If he's a ex-offender, if he's violent. What made me say, I don't like how we as black women and men on the YouTube act with all these hate and lies, and people is believing this nonsense. The thing about these clears people and saying, look how they act. Yeah, people, listen. Let me say this. How can I say this so it don't sound crazy? But Exactly. Thank you. Because I was getting there, V Jackson. Was getting there. Because I feel that. And that's one thing I'm glad I never had a problem. I never had a problem. I had a problem with one person, my mother. And she only didn't like me because I was telling the truth. Your son lazy. And you just let them grown men do what they want to do to you. Old lady called me a B. I don't care. I'll be that. But your son is lazy. So don't get mad at me because he's lazy. It's your fault that he does the things that he do. It's not my fault. And I'm not here to mother somebody else's child. Why would I mother a grown man? I'm not doing that. Make sure that man know how to cook. I learned the hard way, y'all. Make sure that man know how to cook. He could take care of himself. He could wash his own clothes. He could do things for himself. Don't nobody need another child in your home, especially when you ain't got no more kids at home. Okay? And I hope everybody's taking the time to hit that like button. I'm not sure if you did or not, but if you didn't do it, please at least hit it on your way out. Can I ask y'all a question, a serious question? I just want to ask. I'm not being nasty, facetious, nothing like that. I just want to ask because I be just confused sometimes. I be trying to figure out why people, they'll tell you they love your content, they like your content, they'll come in the chat, they'll participate, and I love the participation. That's what. Yep, I refuse to raise another son. Hello, I feel you, man. Designs and decor, because I ain't either. I did my job, and I did a damn good job at it by myself. Now I had help here and there with some clothes over here, maybe some other stuff over here. Girl, stop it. I'm a highlight this, but y'all pay her no mind. Act like y'all don't see her right now. Okay. I love her, but she's doing too much. She's doing too much. Relax, woman. Relax. So, anywho, we are here. Okay, I will, sis. I will. But just be mindful of who you have children with. That's one of the reasons why. Nope, I'm not gonna bring her to this subject. This has nothing to do with her. Look at my damn phone. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, I'm getting hooked up over here. This is hilarious. But yeah, be mindful who you talk to, who you date. Check the men that you date. You should have their birth date. You should know their mama and their daddy name. You should know if they believe in God. Definitely check on that. Because if they don't believe in God, y'all might have a problem. If you're a believer of God, should I say, y'all might have a problem. Other than that, you're not going to have a problem. But I'm telling y'all, do some checks on the people you date. Don't just listen to what they tell you. Go by what you see. Because see, people will tell you anything. People will tell you anything, but they'll be lying in your face. So be mindful of that. People will always do that. People, like I said, people will search up anybody they ain't never, people they don't even know. Oh, heck, I know what I forgot. May, I need you to drop your Cash App in the chat, my love. Can you do that for me? Okay, Mama Bees. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Yes, Google will tell you everything, honey. Just Google the person. Find out if he has a criminal past. Like, for real. Like my daughter says, if they can't find a man like their dad treats me, they don't want to be bothered. I told my daughters, a lot of them are mama boys. You know what the crazy thing is, May? Don't forget, May, drop your Cash App in my chat. But to me, if you're connected to God, he will send you the right one. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation about that. And I wasn't gonna be here that long, but this is a good conversation. Because the reason why I'm about to say this, May, Sheree Hill, we can get connected to somebody. Matter of fact, hell with that. I'm gonna use my own life, okay? I'm gonna use my own life. Because I don't normally tell my business like that, but I do sometimes. Y'all just may not know it. But you can be connected to somebody. And you, in your heart of hearts, that person in their heart of hearts, know that they have a connection that's that strong, and they know May, I get it, but I remember you have a birthday coming up. Or feel free, you could sit me on Instagram, because you have a birthday coming up. You celebrated your anniversary, and I forgot to tell you to do that the other day. So that is why I'm asking you to do it today. If you don't feel like dropping it in the chat, feel free to hit me on Instagram. And thank you. I appreciate you for telling me to pay it forward. That's what I'm doing with stuff. But that I got to do the other day before I got off live, because I know your birthday's coming up. Okay. We do have to use discernment, but some people don't know what their discernment is. So I have an ex. We've been in each other's lives back and forth for 30 years. We met, both our sons were 3 at the time. And that was my best friend. And our feelings got us so attached. We are intertwined so hard now. I can't even talk, can't be around nothing, because I have to unleash that connection. Oh, I trust God. Trust and believe, honey. I trust God. See, but you also know when you ask God for something, okay, all right, love. Well, then send that to me and I'll just send it to you. You just let me know. But I'm going to say this. I dated somebody off and on for 30 years. To me, in my heart of hearts, in my soul, having conversations with God, I knew this person was for me. And he felt the same way. It's just a different thing is the heart can be deceitful. It can be. The heart can be deceitful. The mouth can be deceitful. So, trust, I know that. But when you're attached to somebody, like people get mad when people say soul ties. People think that's not real. Soul ties are very real. When you are in a relationship with somebody and y'all have told each other everything about your lives, both of y'all, is that the beautiful queen? Good morning, Blended Healing. Grand Rising Queen. How you doing this morning? She said, no way, same day. Yeah. So I'm like, I dated him off and on. I met him on his birthday. And he had been my best friend, always. We talked about every and anything. We didn't hold nothing back. But still to this day, we have a connection. And if I say his name, he will pop up. If I think too hard, he'll pop up. And vice versa. So I understand that the heart can lead us in the wrong direction. But when I asked God to remove that person, if that person was not going to do what I needed them to do in our lives for us to be together, I asked God to remove him. And this is why I say God got a funny sense of humor. And when God listened to me, asked for that person to be removed out of my life, he did that. Okay? But love is love. You can't help who you love. And if somebody's attached to your heart and your spirit and your soul, it's hard to release it. So I hadn't seen him in maybe 15 years because I didn't want to talk to him, nothing. But then I found out he was coming back to the state we would come from. And my dumb behind hit him up. Should have never did it because I asked God to get that person away from me. But my dumb tail, because love is blind sometimes, I figured, okay, he has grown up more and matured more now. He should be able to do things differently. God said, God said to me, what did I tell you? You asked me to take this man away, get this man out your life. I did that. But your little tail decided to go over and talk to this man. and reach out to this man when you know you shouldn't have did it. Oh, no. I don't do that. Oh, that I don't do. I don't let nobody play with my heart. I allow myself. That was my doing. That's why I said I can't blame him for that. I blame myself for that. People have to learn to put the okay, Designs and Core. I need you to follow me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, or drop your Cash App in the chat. Never mind. Designs and Decor. Put it down in the chat. But I never let nobody play with my heart. That was my doing. And I learned to take accountability for my actions. So I was the person that reached out to him. He didn't reach out to me. I reached out to him and I started it over. And then found out this person still hadn't grown to where I needed him to be. But again, when you're in love, you get up and stuck. But when you love somebody and somebody does certain things that do not agree with what you're looking for, it could become a turnoff. Or it could be like, okay, I wasted my time asking God to remove this person, and my dumb tail brought this person back into my life. And then God said, since you decided to override what I said, I'm going to make you suffer a little longer. He said, nope, I'm going to sit back and let you deal with it until you learn how to listen. Okay, I got you, love. And it annoys me, but I can't get mad at nobody but me. So I had to say, you know what? You started this, you have to finish it. So that's what I did. I ended it. A couple of little goofy things in between, but other than that, I ended it because I started it. I already asked God I begged God to move this person because, again, you can love somebody with your whole heart, spirit, and soul. But if they can't do right by you, that don't mean you have to be with them. That means you can love them from afar. You could always want the best for them. You could always want to be in their lives, but you can't always do it. I understand we all been in love, but when will you stop knocking your head against the wall? I ain't knocking my head against the wall. Or you just saying in general? Because I refuse to knock my head up against the wall. I did allow God to say, okay, you want to play with me? I got you to do. So God said he gonna make me sit in it. And that's what he did. Okay, thank you, baby. Because I'm like, I ain't banging my head up against the walls. Ain't no man. I'm gonna say this. My bad, y'all. I just have to say it because this is how I talk sometimes. But eggplant come a dime a dozen, and I got $20. I'm just saying. Okay. And never let. That's another thing. People get igmatized, and they get lost in the sauce. Exactly. That's why I said, God said, no, I'm gonna let you sit in this one. Because you did this to yourself. You asked me to bless you with get this man out your life. I did that. And what you do, you go behind my back. You go behind my back and you go back and talk to this fool again. So he said, I'm gonna let you sit in it a little longer this time. Because you hard-headed. I know I'm hard-headed and stubborn. I can't help it. That's just who I am. But I learned my lessons. And I pay attention to my lessons and my blessings in that mess. Because that showed me even more that, okay, just because I love him, don't mean I could be with him. I want the best for him. He's a talented man. He's a fine man. But he has not matured enough for me. And I will not be a fool and rewind anything else in my life. I would never. I had to learn to let people go. No matter what connection we have, I had to learn to let them go. What men say, see, you can't keep asking God to change the situation and you don't listen to what he's telling you. I know. I learned my lesson. God gives you the desire of the heart. Mm. Removal for me is not looking back. Exactly. And that's where I'm at. I'm not babying no man. Yeah, exactly. Potential man. I don't want no potential man. I want a man that knows what he wants. I'm too old for games. That's silly shit. I'm too old for games. I don't have time for games. So I don't allow my heart to judge everything all the time or judge people all the time. I sit back and I pay attention to people's actions. Hey, Sissy Pooh. I know you tired. We got to talk too. But I take responsibility for my actions. Always. When I do something I ain't got no business, I may not I may not apologize to that person. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I know I've done wrong, I'll be like, Lord, I apologize. Please forgive me. If I ever ask for anything else that I really, really want, it's gonna be to make sure I wake up the next day. I said I have learned to stop asking God to do things or to bless me with things. And I just sit there and think, okay, that's done and over with. No, it's not done and over with. See, I'm the type of person, I care about people's feelings, sometimes too much to a fault. But I also understand that you can't help sometimes who you fall in love with, but you can help not to get yourself trapped up in some bull crap. I learned that. Okay, sis. She might be sleeping the next 10 minutes. Let's see. See, we always looking at the outside, what the man looks like. I'd rather have a man I know going to hold his family down than a man that doesn't take care of his family. Absolutely. You better say that, man. Ray says you have to take accountability. Your journey is about you, not the other person. Exactly. And that's why I said I could take accountability for the things that I have done and who I let back in and out of my life. Because see, I used to be the person that cut people off straight from the rip. I don't care. I didn't want an explanation. Wasn't given explanations. I just walk away. Because sometimes it's a feeling in my spirit that makes me just walk away. But sometimes I be looking for answers to why. And I know you're never supposed to question God, but we all do it every once in a while. Because I'm like, I'll be sitting back wondering, like, wait a minute now. Yes, we are going to do that. That's coming, May. I promise you that. And I don't make promises. So when I make the promise that I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. This probably could actually be part of, no. We're not going to add that in there. But we probably can. Nope, we're going to have a conversation about what accountability looks like to you. Because I wasn't planning on staying here long. Like I said, I basically came to apologize about the live that was supposed to be scheduled for today. I pushed it back because I want to have the real conversation again, and I want it to be clear and concise and productive. And I'm going to let y'all give y'all own personal thoughts and feelings on them as well. So I am going to do a live. And I'm going to decide, I have to pick a day. Pick a day to pick a day that is good for everybody. I'm going to put it on my community wall. And y'all can pick the day that I choose and the hour that I picked. And let me know if that works for y'all. And we can do a panel. Because like I said before, I'm here for it. I just had to lay down some ground rules so that we all ain't not talking over each other and all that. Y'all know how it can go sometimes. But we are definitely going to have that conversation because I want May May's opinion. I want Sheree Hill's opinion. Definitely going to get Just Valencia's opinion. I want to hear all what y'all have to say. B Jackson, I want your opinion too. Because I like y'all's thoughts. I love to hear, especially, and no disrespect, but I love to hear grown women talk. I love to hear grown women give advice. I love to hear my people just making sure that everybody understands where we're coming from. Because it's never a man bashing session. It's never a woman bashing session. It's just that we need to understand as women, we offer a lot of ourselves to people. We are born into the world of service anyway, whether we like it or not. That's how I feel. Because our service starts when we have our children. Almost. Now, your service should be to God. But when God blesses you with a child, that's your job right there. I know that's right. Tell us, Sheree Hill. But did I? Because like I said, we all know God is the beginning and the end of everything. People don't believe it. It is what it is. But we know. We know. Just like God said, people always say, why do black people of color have to go through so much? Why do we have to struggle? Our people struggled back in the day too. And that was after they were kings and queens. Because we were kings and queens before anything else. Like I said last time in the conversation, that daggone hard-headed behind Eve set that man up, and I'm mad at her still. I'm still mad at Eve. Let me stop. I'm still mad at Eve. But again, I hope y'all hit that like button. Let me check my phone. Let me check my phone. Hold on, y'all. Let me check my phone. What I was going to say. I just got thrown off, y'all. This is what kept me and my husband together. Have God in our lives and communication. That's one of the biggest things is communication. A lot of people don't know how to talk. And I tell people like this, if you like to write a lot, I tell men to do this too. If you like to write a lot and sometimes you have feelings you want to express to somebody and you just don't have the words to get it out, write down what you're feeling. She said we were the disobedient people. Hey, Nikki News. Yeah, we were. Not always, but we were. And a lot of them still are to this day. But I also know that the different generations move differently. And me personally, I like some of the old school ways. I don't have a problem with the old school ways. Because some old school ways, that's what made couples work together. New school ways, everybody ready to run. Everybody's ready to run at the drop of a dime. At the drop of a dime. Because people don't take marriage that serious these days. I'm not going to lie. I can pop off, but I know how to be big enough to apologize when I'm wrong. Exactly. I can apologize. To me, sometimes it depends on the person. That's just me being real. That's just me being real. I can apologize if I hurt somebody's feelings or I did somebody wrong. I can apologize because I never do anything out of spite or malice to anybody. I only give people energy that they give to me. That's all I can do. But I have always learned to walk away in situations. I've learned if I feel like I'm not wanted or my presence is not needed, I can walk away. Because when God sends you signs and he is telling you certain things, pay attention. Don't shake your head and say, no, but I want to do this. Don't do that. That first thought you have in your head, because I consider that part of your discernment. The first thought you have in your head about a place, a person, a thing, anything, let that move you. Because you will always second guess yourself if you don't. And second guesses can end you up in some trouble. And with problems. And aggravation and all that. How are you going to overcome if you stand in it? Let me see. How are you going to overcome it if you stand in it? You have to go through to come out. I'm a Cancer and I'm straightforward. Okay. Aquarius are that way as well. We are straightforward as well. But how can you overcome it? Me, the way I feel, the way I overcome it is first and foremost, apologizing to God for not listening for what I asked for. The second thing is not listening to myself and knowing I know better. So I'm coming out on the other side of that, but all cancers are not like that. Most of my relationships were long as hell. So my last 3 relationships were all cancers. My son is a Cancer. I have 2 little cousins that are Cancer. Women Cancer and men Cancers are different. That's first and foremost. They are very different. And sometimes, even depending on which part of the Cancer part you fall in is different. Because a lot of people swear up and down all Cancers are needy. I don't believe all Cancers are needy. I've dated one that was needy and needed to be up underneath me all the time. And I've also dated a Cancer man that didn't need to be sitting up on top of me like that. And they weren't straightforward. They were straightforward with some stuff. They weren't straightforward with everything. So me, I always take accountability for my actions because that's all I can do. I can't take accountability for anything anybody else does, only what I do. So I always say, correct your wrongs because you never know when God say, you know what? I've had enough of these people because they're not learning the lessons that I taught them. Yeah, see, my son is not a mama's boy. Thank God for that. My son knows I talk to him like a grown man. I don't talk to him like a child. Never have. Why do you think they kept thinking Melody didn't realize what they were doing now that they realize? They don't know where she's coming from. They puzzled. They ain't puzzled. I'm going to tell you what it is. I wasn't even going to bring her in this conversation. Hold on for 1 second, y'all.
You're already going to receive breakthrough. Your next text message might be breakthrough. Your next email might be breakthrough. I'm tired of where I've been. I know God is up to something. I know something supernatural is about to break off in my life, and me and my family are about to experience breakthrough because it's the Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name. If God said it's our time for breakthrough, I need you to pass that down.
Okay? Because there's always a time for a breakthrough. So what I want y'all to do is drop some crowns and some purple hearts in the chat for yourself. What time is it? Oh, it ain't time. And I'm gonna get back to that question. Where'd it go? Okay, let me answer this question for you, May May. See what the problem is with that? Them dummies listen to Hotel Holt. Okay, they listen to Hotel Holt. They believed everything that idiot said. So he was plotting on her. They was helping him cheat, allegedly, in my opinion. But you see it on the show. See, a lot of people don't watch the show, and they follow everything on YouTube. A lot of people that's on YouTube don't watch the show. But the people that watch the show only and don't come online, they're missing out on a lot of information. So they believe what they see on that television screen. But most of us that go online and follow everything, we know that ain't real. But they think Mel ain't no dummy. And she is a Scorpio. So her stinger is out now. She's lighting everybody ass up. That's just what it is. She done got Dusty. She got Betty Kruger. She got Uncle Wander. We already know she got Martell. So we ain't gonna worry about that. But there's more to come. And Mel's not playing. It is open season on their asses. They should have left that lady alone. That lady wasn't bothering nobody. Like she said, she was sitting there in her house on the hill, drinking her water, minding her business, and making her money. She ain't thinking about them people. See, if any of y'all follow Mel and y'all been listening to her lives lately, you will see that she's telling you that more people are talking now because she's opening her mouth and saying what the things really are. Just like Betty Kruger talked about her and talk about how much she can't stand Mel. Why you don't like Mel? Mel ain't did nothing to you, lady. She don't even know you. She don't know you. You went by what Stormisha said and started disliking that lady. How can y'all hate a lady? And I mean hate, because they hate Mel. How could y'all hate a woman that gave y'all a table to eat from? A woman that fed your children? A woman that gave you a company to own? She brought all of them on that show. They were Martell's friends, just like Dustiana said. They Martell friends. They not Mel friends. Mel knows that. Just like Mel told Hotel Holt to his face, them ain't your friends. They laughing at you. They not laughing with you. So see, now they're realizing all the lies Martell was telling, they blowing up in his face. And she got the receipts, and she is proving her point. Because y'all been talking about this woman for 7 years. It's not season 8. It is season 7. Even Carl Lucifer don't know what season it is. Because he said, what is we on 6 season 7? I don't know what season it is. Because he don't give a damn about that show no more. He destroyed the show and made it a place for criminals instead of Mel's concept of black excellence and people doing good things in the community. That her light will continue to shine regardless of what they do. No matter what they do, her light will continue to shine because God don't bless no mess, and they not gonna bless nothing that they keep doing against that girl. That's why I said they just need to leave her the hell alone. I don't like these people because their ways, I don't know them, but all gloves are off with the ass. Yes, and that's how Mel feel right now. I'm a go-getter. I tell my daughters, if you want something out of life, go get it and do it and sit down. Depend on no man and anybody to give you anything. Exactly. But you know what? There's a lot of girls. I call them girls. I don't call them women because Dusty's a girl. She's not a grown woman. She's not a grown woman. She's a girl. She's a Martell female. She's a Martell female. She got big D energy. He don't even say he got big D energy. He just say he got a hook in the curb. Girl, you don't got big D energy. You just got big mouth energy. You talk shit, but you can't back nothing up. You talk about LB like a dog and trying to make the world think that he's this evil, nasty person like Martell. Stop it. Stop it. I don't believe that. You're going to have to show me some proof. I don't believe anything she said bad about LeBerick. I don't. And that man has been quiet. I hope Mel puts a gag order on all their asses, especially Uncle Wander, because that lady is vile and disgusting. And I felt her when she said I would be embarrassed to have that lady as a mother, and I would be too. I wouldn't want her to be my sister. I wouldn't want her to be I wouldn't want her to be related to me, because the things that lady said, I hate to even call her a lady because she don't act like a lady. That female said, that's what I'm gonna call her, a female. What that female said is disgusting and nasty. And talking about people like she know them and their personal business is crazy. Now we all know Tisha said her sicked her little pit bull out there, but now she can't control her pit bull. Okay, let me save that in my phone. So I can send it to you. Oh, let me unhighlight it. Why am I messing with this thing? I don't know. You're more than welcome, May May. Let me see where'd it go. I can't see. Sorry, y'all. I ain't got my glasses on. That's why I can't see. So, what y'all plans for the weekends while I do this? Answer some questions, y'all. What's y'all plans for the weekend? What y'all got going this weekend? Yep, that's why I spelled it wrong. Y'all got any plans for the weekend? No plans for the weekend, y'all. Everybody's silent. Why everybody silent? Why everybody silent? Why everybody silent? I don't like silence now. What's going on with the peoples? May May, let me know if you get this. Put a heart in the chat if you got it. Working in the shop, Blended Healing. Going out to celebrate my anniversary today and going to start right now. Unfortunately, Nikki News said, unfortunately, I'll be attending a visit tonight and a funeral. Oh, May, I'm at Nikki News. I'm sorry to hear that, sis. I'll keep you in my prayers and your friends in my prayers. You just be safe out there, and know I'm praying for you. Sending love out to you and your family. Y'all drop some praying hands in the chat for Nikki News. God, we just ask you to keep them covered and blessed. Lord, make sure that you give the family the strength to continue to push through. Okay? Because I know it's hard, and a lot of people have been losing a lot of people lately. And I'm very, very nervous because I'm praying I don't have that problem anymore. That I don't have that problem no time soon. Pray that's not a plan that's going on with me right now. But okay, May. Why am I using this stupid mouse? See, now when I want to use it, it don't want to work. But anywho, like I said, I wanted to make sure that everybody was having a wonderful day. I wanted to come and apologize that I missed the make my apologies for pushing back the rest of the conversation about side chicks and mistresses, because there is more to add to that. And again, my apologies for having to continue to push Hey, sis BJ, what's up, love? Drop some crowns in the chat for yourselves and some purple hearts and put hashtag crown on. I need y'all to put that down in the chat. Hashtag crown on, because I have not done that in a while, and that's a little strange to me. But I've been in my own little zone, all over everywhere. How you doing, sis? You good today? You good today? But I want to make sure everybody was good. And I want to apologize for pushing those lives back. I will be back. Like I said, I have my cousin's birthday party to go to tomorrow, so there will be some uploads. There will be another affirmation for Black men, and I also have something for the ladies. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for coming through and hang with me for a little bit. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Anybody catching this on the replay, thank you all for coming through. Thank you for please hitting that like button. Oh, sis. I'll talk to you in a little bit too. Be safe out there. Enjoy the weather. And again, if you're out where it's hot, please make sure you have something wet and cool around with you. If you can't be out in the heat like that, put something over your head, because a lot of people are having issues with this heat. It's very extreme, and it's giving a lot of people having heat strokes or possibly about to have a heat stroke. So I need y'all to please be safe out there, especially my people 50 and up, especially, or anybody that has any health issues. Be safe out there. I need y'all to be safe out there, okay? I need y'all to love upon yourselves, love upon your kids. Make sure you tell them you love them. Yeah, I'm not going to get away from that, because that right there is what has started it all off, okay? And that's no lie. Crown Isle has always been my thing from day one. So when my sister even put my crown on my avatar, I was amazed and I was happy as hell. So, 111. Okay. So I'm going to drop this little word off to y'all, and then I'm going to get out of here. Feel free to share the video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Even people catching it on the replay. And please hit the like button. I don't know why y'all don't want to hit the like button. That pushes us further out in the algorithm. We can find some more people that want to sit back, have conversations about real life issues, real situations in life, and helping one another as far as helping us heal, being our sister and our brother's keeper, making sure that we check on each other. Because when people don't check on each other, you're going to feel a way in your heart of hearts if you don't check on somebody to make sure that they're good. May enjoy your anniversary. Have a beautiful one. Designs of Decor. And you let me know if you got that other cash. Let me know. If not, I'll send it to you. Y'all, I want y'all to have a blessed and beautiful day. I'm still going to leave y'all with a word. It's a must. Okay? I just got to. And this one was by Monica. So I fell in love with it and bust out laughing. So hold on, and then I'm going to let y'all out of here.
I keep my hands and my opinions to myself. I drink water, stay out the way, and mind my business. And if I say something, then you better know it's the truth. Because if I can't tell the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth, I will stay silent. So help me God.
And with that being said, my beautiful people, thank y'all so much for coming through and hanging. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. If I don't catch y'all later on, well, tomorrow, should I say? Well, I ain't gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Unless I do some pop-up. But other than that, there will be some pre-recorded videos. So please check them out, okay? I would appreciate that very, very much. So, with that being said, y'all have a blessed one. And it's Astute Queen Bee out. It's doing too much, Mike.
No